Can you worksheet, journal, diary, or affirm yourself to happiness? Well, good question, Jane. You might be feeling that if you just worked a bit harder, of course you can. But in reality, you can't. So if you have been trying for a while, or maybe a very long time, it's not your fault at all. You've not been doing it wrong. It's just that these ways of trying to create happiness are very rational ones, and they don't actually change anything inside of you. And the other thing to know is that happiness is not a place. It's not a way even of living your life, of being. It's none of those things. It's just one of our emotions. So what has seemed to happen in at least the 21st century, if not before, is that happiness has become a destination, and it's become something that we feel, many of us, that we should be working our way towards, and that we're failing at if we don't mostly feel happy most of the time and grateful with our lives and all those kind of things that we see all over social media. But the reality is that also sets us up to fail, and it can sometimes have quite a toxic impact on our mental and emotional health as well. After all, a jump on places like Facebook, everybody looks so happy. Many of my clients say that to me. Oh, I find it really difficult because I go on Facebook and Instagram and, everyone else looks happy. Yeah, they look happy for a camera. But that means nothing. It's just our inner insecurities that mean that we then go whole down big old rabbit hole of, I'm the only one who's not happy, I have a terrible life, what am I failing at, da 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 da. So takeaway messages are, you cannot rationally keep yourself in an ongoing state of happiness, feeling happy, being happy. Happy, like angry, like frustrated, like excited, comes and goes, because that's what our emotions do. They arrive, we should be able to feel them and enjoy or not enjoy them depending what they are, and then they should just flow on through us. So happiness is never going to stay. What can work is if we do the inner work on ourselves, so the kind of work I do with people, and we are able to feel all our feelings, enjoy the ones that we find enjoyable, let go quickly of the ones that we don't like, and just feel okay most of the time. It's that kind of more steady baseline feeling of, I can look around this wood and take a breath and feel grateful because I can see a tree. So that way you can pretty much most of the time feel okay, even contented. I mean, I feel pretty contented talking to all of you and being in this wood and talking about this stuff. That is possible. And to be honest, it's the best way to go through life. So you can feel one thing, you can feel really frustrated because and we can feel like, I just said a terrible thing to somebody in a message or whatever. Take a breath, feel the feeling, and then allow it to go and flow on by. That's brilliant for your mental health. That brings you a life of much more contentment and okayness. Writing in a journal cannot do that. Yes, when you're writing it might feel good when you're standing in the bathroom or you're driving in your car saying, I am more than good enough and I completely accept myself. Sometimes when we're doing that, it feels good, but this stuff goes super quickly and we can't get it back very easily. You have to connect with and allow these feelings to be deep in your subconscious. Then it's so easy to feel contented with pretty much anything, pretty much anywhere, most of the time. And honestly, that beats trying to hunt down happiness, which when you look at the research actually makes people really miserable, ironically.